So that conversation that you have with yourself, I think, is key. From our experience, I wrote down some things that I think that the conversations that you need to have with yourself before you start getting involved with someone else and trying to communicate like what it is that you want. And number one is, what are you afraid of, and what are you protecting yourself from? What are you afraid of, and what are you protecting yourself from? And that came up when we were doing a boot camp one time, and we were doing a boot camp with a client. I can't remember, but we were talking to somebody, and everything they said was coming from a place of fear and protection. And it was coming from a place of, I don't want to be hurt. It was giving, I don't trust you. And so I asked the question, I said, what are you afraid of, or what are you protecting? And she was like real silent and was like, wow, that's a good question. And it took her a while to answer that. I knew the answer already, but I was just seeing if she knew. And when she told me the answer, I was able to point to how everything that she said was a protection from her receiving that, or trying to prevent something from happening to her.
It's from some trauma that she dealt with in her life.
Most likely. And and that's fair. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not saying she shouldn't have that, because people, we
you
know all too
aware.
well about self-preservation mode.
Yeah.
And when you're in a posture of, I'm trying to protect myself from this person or from being hurt. And we was watching a podcast yesterday.
Yeah.
And it seemed like this woman who was 10 toes down.
Oh my gosh.
She was 10 toes down on her position about what it is she feels that a woman should do when she's considering dating and marriage.
And opening up when she's starting to get
Yeah.
serious, opening up,
And she was saying that I need the password to his,
like on day 7 or something.
well, I need the password to his phone. And if she wasn't saying I need it on day 7, but she's saying when we start getting close to one another, I'm going to ask for your password to your phone. So if you don't want to give me your password to your phone down the road, then we probably should stop right now. Which, the podcast that she was on, the gentleman was like, that sounds kind of like, the trust issues and stuff like that. And she was defending herself, saying, no, I don't even need to go into your phone. I don't even want to go into it. But it's safety for me to know that you gave me access to your phone, which from her perspective, I can understand why she would do that, but it still is coming from a place of defense. It's like, what are you afraid of, or what are you protecting yourself from? And so, but when you give that, I'm trying to protect myself from you energy, that's the way it comes off. Even though you may be thinking that I want to communicate that I'm trying to be live my soft life, but yet you're already speaking to me like you don't trust me, even though you're not intending on doing that.
Right.
What did I experience in my past that blessed me and cursed me? What did I experience in my past that blessed me? That was a blessing, and that was a curse to me. So that allows you to go into your past. Now, we are not therapists. We are consultants, relationship consultants. And so there are therapy models that allow you, that help you go and dig deep into like the recesses of your past and stuff. If you're trying to do that stuff yourself, a question to ask is, what are some of the things from my past that were a blessing, and what were some of that were a curse? And that will give you an understanding about, okay, these things have affected me into my perspective on what has been beneficial and what has been harmful.